Hey everyone, Old School Pokemon here. This is actually going to be my first YouTube video. I just started this YouTube channel. So hopefully you can bear with me while I figure everything out, and hopefully you enjoy the videos. So this first video I'm going to be showing off two recent resale purchases that I made. Both of these purchases were made via Facebook Marketplace. The first purchase was roughly 330 Wizards of the Coast holographic cards. Majority of these cards were from the Unlimited series, but they ranged from base set 1 through the Neo Destiny series. The condition was advertised as being near mint to mint condition. I would generally agree with that statement. However, there were a few more excellent and played condition cards than I was expecting. However, on the flip side, there were also a bunch of mint condition cards that I'll be hopefully sending off to PSA to get graded. And if those do come back, majority being 9s and 10s, then that'll kind of even out the lesser condition cards. That purchase was $2,250. And hopefully I'll be able to make some good money off of that one. The second purchase was a much larger purchase. It included a bunch of different cards, again, mostly unlimited, but ranging from the base set 1 all the way up to XY evolutions. The nice thing about that purchase was it was just the good cards, so just the holographic cards for the Wizards of the Coast era, including 15 or 20 Shining cards. Getting into the EX stuff, it included all the EX cards, all the secret rare cards, all the gold star cards with multiples of most of those cards. And then getting into some of the newer stuff, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White, all the way up to Evolutions. It included 99% of the EX cards, the full art cards, the secret rare cards, and all that. But I'll be showing you guys that in a later video. That purchase did cost me $10,000. Plus, I also covered the PayPal fee, which was $300. So total $10,300. But you'll see why that purchase was so much more expensive coming up. So let's get right into it. So this first stack is all just played condition cards. Not really sure what I'm going to do with these cards, as they are all played condition. I don't really know if there's a demand for these cards at all. I normally don't like to sell played condition cards within my eBay store, as I normally just like to sell cards that are in excellent condition or near mint condition or mint condition. So I probably won't be listing these individually within my eBay store. However, if you guys are interested in any of these, I will include my email address within the description below, or you can contact me via YouTube Messenger, whichever is easier for you. So there's Unlimited Base, Unlimited Jungle, with one first edition mixed in. Next stack, same thing, played condition cards. I do have some luck. I've done this in the past, where I'll take all of the, we'll say fossil. So I'll take all the played fossil holographic cards, put them in a group, and list them on eBay as an auction. So basically, take all these cards at once, take a few pictures of everything, and list them as an eBay auction, either 7 or 10-day auction, just depending on what day of the week I list it. And I'll start it off at 99 cents and free shipping and let it go from there. And I usually do pretty well on those types of listings. So I'll usually get at least a couple bucks a card out of all of them, which I think is good, being that they're played condition. Few first edition Team Rocket cards, the Dark Blastoise. And then you got the first edition Dark Raichu. Unfortunately, that's a played card. But yeah, usually I can get a couple bucks a piece out of these cards, which is pretty good, I think. Not really too familiar with pricing on played cards, as I usually try to avoid them. But purchasing large collections, you always run into at least a few that are in played condition, which is unfortunate, but it's just what happens. So this next stack is more played condition, the final played condition stack. These ones are a little bit better though, so I will be listing these on eBay, within my eBay store. You got a few Shadowless base set holo cards, unlimited base set Blastoise, unlimited base set Venusaur, base set 2 Venusaur, and our first few Shining cards. So unlimited Neo Destiny Shining Celebi, unlimited Neo Destiny Shining Mewtwo, and no symbol Jungle Set Electrode. For those that aren't familiar with this card, let me show you what I'm talking about. So the Jungle Set was the second Pokemon set to be released after the base set. There's a few errors within the Jungle Set. However, probably the most known error, or I don't want to say most common, but most known error within the Jungle Set were these no symbol cards, which is on the left right here. So as you can see, these are both Jungle Set Electrode, 2 of 64. So as you can see, they're both 2 of 64. So there's the same thing. The one on the left right here is actually missing this Jungle Set symbol right there, as you can tell. So that's the name, no symbol. It only occurred with the holo cards. So just the holo cards came like with this error. And they're not super rare, but they do sell really well. Whenever I do get them in stock, they usually sell out fairly quickly as I list them. So I figured, even though this guy is in played condition, as you can tell, I figured I'll toss it up on my eBay store. Someone will probably be interested in that. Add it to their collection. So next stack we got is excellent condition cards. So these range, I break excellent down into 2 categories. So I do excellent condition, and then I do excellent plus condition. So I'll keep going through these. The difference being anything that's like borderline EX, near mint condition. There's a nice Blastoise. I'll label as excellent plus, just because I don't want to overgrade stuff. I'd rather keep my customers happy, make it so that they get a good card to add to their collection, than being disappointed when their package is delivered and they're thinking that they bought a near mint card, when in actuality it's an excellent card. So I do kind of break that grade down a bit, just so I'm not giving away borderline EX near mint cards, if that makes any sense. But it's working well for me. That's how I've been doing it for a while, and that system seems to work out well. I know I've never had an issue with someone complaining that the condition advertised is not as described in the listing. I am usually pretty harsh on my grading scale. I tend to undergrade cards, which is fine. It keeps my eBay reputation good, with all positive feedbacks. So that's always important. Reputation's definitely more important than an extra buck or two out of a single card. Rather have repeat customers than customers who are angry or upset with their purchase. That's never good. So we're still going through all the excellent condition cards. None of these are listed within my eBay store right now. However, I'll probably start slowly listing them throughout this upcoming week. But again, if you are interested in anything, feel free to shoot me a message. There's a nice Lugia from Neo Genesis. If you are interested in anything, feel free to shoot me a message, and we'll talk pricing. And if you're interested, I can shoot you some pictures of the card, give you what I graded the card and all that. Here's a nice Neo Revelation Shining Magikarp. Getting into some of the Neo Destiny stuff. We've got, so for the Shining cards, most of the Shining cards were excellent condition. I do think there might have been a few near mint condition. I forget. But so starting off, we got first edition Neo Destiny Shining Noctowl, Unlimited Neo Destiny Shining Celebi, the big guy Unlimited Neo Destiny Shining Charizard, and this card was actually real nice on the front. So I'll show you this card. So the front, you can see just a tiny little bit of scratching on the holo. You can see that right about there. But there is a little bit of scratching on the holo. Other than that, the card looks real nice on the front. However, on the back, there's a bunch of whiteness. It actually looks pretty good on camera. But yeah, so I called that, I think I called that excellent or something. Either excellent or excellent plus. But yeah, I'll be posting that card up online if you guys are interested. Neo Destiny Shining Noctowl, Neo Destiny Shining Steelix, one of my favorite Wizards of the Coast sets, Reverse Holo Legendary Collection with the Firework holo foil. I love these cards. And then just rounding out the excellent condition, we got Eevee Blackstar Promo and pre-release Aerodactyl. So those are all the played and excellent condition cards. Now we'll start getting into the near mint condition stuff. I'm going to take these out so I don't get anything mixed up, because it did take forever for me to organize all that stuff. So, starting off with the base set one. Again, all these cards, near mint to mint condition. We got 2 Blastoise, 2 Charizard, Clefairy, Gyarados, Hitmonchan, bunch of those. Machamp, Magneton, Mewtwo, Nidoking, Ninetales, Poliwrath, Raichu, and only 1 Venusaur. So, we got 1 complete set of the trio. Unfortunately, there was only one Venusaur. Another no symbol, Mr. Mime. Unlimited Jungle Set. This purchase was much needed by me. I was actually running real low on holographic cards. Before purchasing these 2 collections, I was probably down to about 50 holographic cards listed within my eBay store, which might not sound low, but I thought it was real low. I was wondering if I was ever going to be able to pick up some more holographic cards. It's tough finding these. It's tough finding really any holographic card in decent condition anymore. They're becoming a lot harder to find. I remember I've been doing eBay. I got started back in 2009. Nice base at 2 Blastoise. I got started back in 2009 on eBay, and back then it was completely different. You could purchase near mint holographic cards all day long off of eBay for real cheap. It was a lot different back then than it is today. But it was also a lot smaller of a market back then. There weren't as many eBay buyers. There weren't as many sellers. Pokemon just wasn't established back then. So while stuff's a lot more expensive today, it's also a lot better for us collectors because our hobby is more established. So it's becoming more practical for the investment side, which is always a plus. So we got unlimited Team Rocket Dark Blastoise. Oh, let me fix my background. And then, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Dark Charizards. I love the artwork on the Dark Charizard. That's another one of my favorite cards right there. It's funny though, because actually, growing up, I was actually not a fan of the Team Rocket series. When Team Rocket originally came out, when I was growing up as a kid, I just didn't understand the concept of all these dark Pokemon. So I was not a fan of the Team Rocket set. That's actually Team Rocket's actually when I stopped collecting as a kid. Dark Raichu. Getting into the Gym Heroes set. First edition Gym Challenge. And coming up, we've got the Blaine's Charizard. This is actually it's a quote-unquote error card. As you can see, the first attack, discard all fighting energy cards. It's supposed to say discard all fire energy cards. So this is an error card. Surprisingly, this card is actually more common as the error than it is the corrected version. The corrected version is actually tougher to find and does command a slightly higher price. So, just a little bit of information there on that card. So, we got one more stack of near mint cards, and then we got one stack of mint condition cards to go through. So, we'll start off with some first edition Neo Genesis. And I think there are some shining cards in here. I believe there are. We'll see when we get to Neo Revelation. So we got the Typhlosion, Neo Discovery. I was never a fan of Neo Discovery. That was kind of a lackluster set. Winding on down with Neo Discovery. First edition Neo Revelation. Got a few Ho-Hos. Houndooms. And here we go. So we got the Shining Gyarados. Ooh. There we go. So, the Shining Gyarados, and then we also got the Shining Magikarp. If they stay up. There we go. Neo Destiny. We got a few Neo Destiny cards, not too many. And we do have a few Shinings. So we got Shining Kabutops. We'll just start laying these down. Shining Raichu. And Shining Tyranitar. Few more Reverse Holo Legendary Collections. Black Star Promo Eevee. And Reverse Holographic Entei. So I'm going to take all these out, and we'll move on to the mint condition cards. So this is the stack of mint condition cards, all holographic again. I went through these cards once, and everything that looked mint I pulled aside and put in this pile. Few more no symbol jungle set cards. But I'll go through these cards again to verify the condition, and then anything that I I believe is a PSA 9 or 10, I'll send off for grading. There's a cool card. Fossil Set Zapdos with the missing holo foil. That's a pretty cool card. Not really worth any more than the normal version, but definitely a cool card. So yeah, hopefully a decent amount of these cards will do well at PSA. Get a bunch of 9s and 10s. That would definitely be the ultimate goal right there. Because if I am able to get a bunch of 9s and 10s, that'll definitely balance out all the played condition and excellent condition cards that were shown earlier. So we got Unlimited Team Rocket, Unlimited Gym Heroes. Good mixture of everything. Neo Discovery. And then just a few promos. Etney, a few of those. And then this card I actually found was real cool. I've actually never owned one of these cards, but it's the Reverse Holo Best of Game. It's got the winner stamp on it. I knew about these cards, but I just never had one. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's that card right there, and it does look to be in real good condition. A few specks of whiteness along the back bottom edges there, but that'll probably be one I send off to PSA, and might keep that one. But anyway, that's everything I got for part 1 of this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 2.